Hey witches, welcome back to my channel. It's the Wyld Wytch here. So before I jump into this video, I want to tell you guys thank you so much for being a part of my crazy ass witchy family. I noticed that I have some new subscribers, so I wanted to tell you guys welcome and thank you so much for joining this family. I hope that you find something that interests you, and I can't wait to get to know you and learn more about you. If you have anything that you would like to share, please comment down below and tell me about yourself. Or if you have a YouTube channel, let me know so I can support you as well. To my subscribers that have been with me for a while, you know I love you to the moon. So I just wanted to, tell you guys that. I want to let you guys know I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. So if you notice the title, you know that this is a energetic cleaning incense for ritual. Now you don't have to use it for ritual, specifically, but I like to use it anytime there's a transition between the seasons. I like to use it. So normally on the equinox and the solstices, I like to use this incense, and I use it like a smudge. I grind it into a powder, and then I cleanse the area. So like I said, it's great to help you transition into the new season by cleansing the air of negative energy. It protects your space. It raises vibrations. It helps to restore balance. And it helps to provide you with clarity of mind as well as vision. It helps to, support your creativity, your concentration. So you are ready, when you do your spell work or you hold ritual. So I'm going to share what each item is. So the first thing that we're going to add is white sage. And I just add 1 part. You can do the measurements however it is that you see fit, and make sure that you put your energy and intent into your ingredients. And so for this particular blend, the reason I'm using white sage, I need to move this. So the reason I'm using white sage is to cleanse the space, to protect it, to bless it, and to release negative ions. As well. That's going to, keep anything with a very, very low vibration away. So that's why we're adding it. Okay, the next ingredient we're adding is rosemary. And I'm adding rosemary to protect, to purify, to open our heart space, to focus the mind. And I love rosemary. Rosemary has a lot of meaning to me in my practice. So we're going to add rosemary. All right, next we're adding some sweetgrass. And I'm adding sweetgrass to purify the space, for harmony, to uplift. I'm also using it as well as a representation of mind, body, and spirit for me personally. And whenever I cleanse a space to remove any type of negative energy, well, I feel like that space fills back up. There has to be, it has to fill up with something. So I burn sweetgrass to fill it up with high vibrations, positive energy, and to allow spirits to come in, like helping spirits, or spirits that do not mean me any harm at all. They have no ill will, towards me. So that's why I add sweetgrass. Sweetgrass is a very positive, calming, harmonious energy. It's very loving, it's very kind. So that's why I add sweetgrass. Okay, the next ingredient I'm adding is cinnamon, and I'm adding, oh guys, I'm sorry, let me tell y'all this real quick. So I did white sage, rosemary, and sweetgrass all 1 part. And then I'm doing cinnamon half a part. And you can do that, like I said, whatever works for you, however you do your parts. If you do one part as a teaspoon and half a part as half a teaspoon, or you do one part as a tablespoon and half part teaspoon, you know, it's up to you. I pretty much do just so I have an idea, you know, and I use my intuition. I don't really necessarily measure these unless, you know, it's something that I'm ingesting. So the reason I add cinnamon is for protection, and I use cinnamon as a driver. Alright, so the next ingredient I'm adding is pine, and I'm adding these pine needles to purify, to protect, and to cleanse the space. Alright, let's see. Okay, the next ingredient's frankincense. And I'm adding frankincense. This is frankincense tears that I'm adding. And I'm going to add them to purify, to protect, to have success in ritual, or, you know, whatever, if I'm doing a work-in, whatever it is that I'm doing on this particular time, you know, to have success in it as an offering for spirits that I work with, and to, you know, call them in, to focus energy and to concentrate. Because I feel like that's all, you know, really important before you do any workings. So I'm going to grind this up into a powder, and then I'm going to add essential oils. So give me just a second to grind all of this up, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and this is what the powder looks like. I forgot to tell you, or I forgot one ingredient, and I added it as I was grinding everything. I added nettle for protection, and I add nettle to just about everything because nettle has so much meaning to me, and it's incorporated into my practice. It's my main plant ally, so I did add nettle, so if you want to add that. Now the next thing that I'm going to add is the power powder that I made. I made a video and posted it, I think, yesterday. So I'm going to add just a pinch of it. So if you're interested in this power powder, then, you know, go check out the video. I'm going to hold this because I've got it standing up. Just going to blend it in together. And then I have some essential oils that I'm going to add. Now this is optional. If you don't want to add the essential oils, then you do not have to. So let's see. Alright, the first essential oil, where is my dropper? Oh, here it is. Okay, the first essential oil. Now I've had the bowl turned up so you could see the blend, but I'm gonna do it like that so I can blend this. So anyway, the first I'm adding is orange essential oil. Now I'm adding sweet orange. You can add, you know, whatever kind that you want, but I'm adding 6 drops, and I'm adding orange to support creativity, to raise vibrations. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and for, you know, just to promote happiness. And I think that orange is amazing for that, because, you know, when you're doing rituals and stuff, like, you want your mind to be on point. So orange does that for me. Okay, so the next essential oil that I'm adding is black spruce. Where you at? Where you at? Okay. Yeah, and I'm adding 1 drop of black spruce, because for me, a black spruce lets me connect with forest spirits. Black spruce is very, very grounding. Black spruce is a healer as well as a teacher for me. And black spruce also will open psychic abilities and help you to trust in your intuition. So again, that's 1 drop. Well, I added 2, but anywho. Oh man, I forgot my, oh well, I'll just use this. I forgot my stir that I normally use. I have a main one that I use to do this. I'm gonna have to get it in a minute. Anyway, I'll stir it all at the end instead of doing it individually, so this video is not so long. All right, the next essential oil that I'm adding is cedar wood, and I'm going to add 2 drops, and I'm adding cedar wood for focus, clarity, to purify, and spirit communication. You know, to me, cedar wood is very grounding, even though it will help you focus. It's like your mind focus, you know, is focused and clear, but your body is grounded. And cedar wood is very calming and like relaxing. Like I see, you know, certain herbs as like mothers, you know, or grandmothers, like wrapping you up in this warm embrace. Well, I feel cedar wood is like that, but like a grandfather, you know, and like he's wise, like he's a wise man. He has something to teach you, and he's going to protect you, and he's going to help you in your spirituality in general. Now that's just how I feel with cedar wood. Okay, the next is hoe wood, and I'm adding 2 drops of hoe wood. And for me, hoe wood is very cleansing. It banishes. It's very purifying. And for me, it is very, very sacred as well. Hoe wood, like I can be in my own little world when I use hoe wood. I actually like to use hoe wood when I go to the spirit realm. So when I hedge ride, I love hoe wood for that. Let's see. What's next? Oh, juniper. Now, I'm using juniper berries. You can use juniper berries or juniper leaves if you want to. That's perfectly fine. But I'm going to add 2 drops of juniper berry, and I'm adding it because to me juniper is very purifying. You can use juniper as a defense against spirits that have ill intent towards you. You can use it to ground. You can use it for psychic protection. You can use it for the transitional period that you're going through. Like to me, come on. To me, juniper helps with transition. It helps with growth. It helps with, it's very balancing to me. So, yeah, that's how I use stuff. Let me grab my spoon to mix all this up. Okay. So then I'm just going to mix this up because I don't know if you can tell, like the essential oils, you can see where they're, they have the powder in clumps. So I'm just going to stir this up and get it all evened out. And then I will put a crystal in it. I will probably put selenite and clear quartz. I normally put whatever I'm feeling at that time, and definitely some tourmaline. And then I'm just going to fill it up in this little bottle, and I'm going to take it with me when I start my festivities tonight, because I'm going to start tonight and go into you know, tomorrow for the equinox. So I'm going out into the woods. So I'm going to, you know, get it packed up in this bottle so I can take it with me. And then I'm going to use it just like you would use a smudge. Except I will have to put it, you know, on a disc, or I will have to make a mica trail, you know, or something. Now, if you're wanting to turn this into incense cones or, you know, into sticks, then you can do so. You just have to, you know, change up the ratios in this, and, you know, use a really good binding agent. But anyway, here it is. I hope that you enjoy this recipe. I also hope that you have a wonderful autumn equinox or Mabon, depending on what it is that you celebrate. Until next time, I hope that you fly high, witches. Peace!